Hey everyone, I thought this season I'm going to do some more kind of vlog style videos based around the season of Club Enduro that I'm about to do. Obviously I've always shared my onboard videos and stuff like that, but during the pandemic and the crazy year that 2020 is, I've started doing a lot more kind of streaming and stuff with the sim racing, so I thought I'd kind of do the same thing for the real racing, try and give you a bit more of an insight into what actually goes on. Obviously it's going to be a very strange compressed season. We're only doing 5 rounds of the championship this year, maybe 4 depending on how Spa goes and whether it actually goes ahead, but yeah, I just thought I'd film some stuff, some behind the scenes, some insight, just to give you guys an idea of what racing within this kind of pandemic's like, and hopefully it's a good season for us. We're here at Silverstone International for the first round. I'm going to be driving the TWP Mazda MX-5 Mark III alongside Nick Dougal, so the same partnership that we've had for the last season as well, continuing that over. And we've got the car fully rebuilt. It looks amazing. I'll definitely show you guys the car at some point as well, but yeah, we're very optimistic about how the season's going to go. A lot of good competition as well, so we'll have to wait and see how other people's times stack up and stuff, but we're feeling good about our own stuff anyway. So yeah, the first qualifying session of the season's on in about half an hour, so I'm just going to get ready for that just now, and yeah, hopefully I'll catch up with you guys after and see how we got on.
Beards and masks don't go together too well.
I know. I don't get all the fussy stuff. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, I can't even breathe.
So qualifying's over. We had a few issues there. We had an issue with the flat floor not quite holding in place properly, which made us a bit slower, and it seems to have cost us straight line speed as well. So we've qualified down to about 8th place, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully we'll have some more pace in the race, so we'll see what happens. Turns out there was another issue instead to do with the exhaust being blown at the front, so we think that explains a lot of our lack of pace in qualifying. So you can see this is where the floor is damaged, so that's what's been knocking along the ground. This is where the bolt was, and because of the heat from the blown exhaust, it's just expanded and bent and you melted, so a bit dramatic. We were a little bit disappointed to be down in 8th place, and we thought, okay, the floor would have created some of the issue, but it turns out the exhaust is actually the real problem. So I think that'll make a big difference in the race, because we'll have more power in straights, we'll be less vulnerable, and also that'll stop the floor basically getting too hot, and well, what happened was it melted, so that's kind of why it became unsecure. So kind of it's all led back to one problem, which is good.
It does mean, sadly, it means that we'll not be using the flat floor for the race, which is a bit of a shame. We've got the diffuser on the back still, and we've got the flat floor at the front, but just not in the middle. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough race. At least we'll have a bit more pace than we did in quali, and there's a lot of rivals with a lot of pace as well. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit more optimistic, which is nice.
There's a lot of really quick cars at the front of the class as well. I know Paul Sheard's got a couple of Mazdas that are flying at the front, very quick. So even with our issues fixed, it's going to be really tough to be competitive with those guys. But we'll give it our best shot and see how it goes.
Thank you, Dad.
Keep it safe.
Hi there. Yeah, good.
Right guys, just want to wish you all the best of luck. Thank you for building a epic car, and hopefully with a bit more power and we can try and make our way forward, but just going to take our time, see how it goes, and just get a good finish under our belt hopefully.
that's the race over. It was a bit of a tricky one in the end. We still seemed to struggle with straight line speed. We thought we'd fix the issue after qualifying, and I did manage to set a faster lap in the race, but it just didn't seem to be there. We even against other MX-5s, Mark 3s and stuff like that, we were just really struggling for straight line performance, so a bit disappointed. We did manage to get P4 in the end, so we got a long way up from our 8th place grid position to finish 4th. Strategy didn't really play into our hands either. We pitted under green, which I think most people did. A couple of guys got in under the yellow. I think the guys who finished 1st and 2nd, Andy Bailey in the Civic, who was flying out front and managed to get the safety car pit stop, and Ivor Mayers finished 2nd as well. He also pitted on the safety car in the first few laps, so that was definitely the way to go strategy in hindsight, but of course at the time you're thinking there'll be more safety cars, so I think 4th place is probably a good result, I think, considering there was a lot of cars out there that were quicker than us that maybe had other problems as well, so we can't really complain too much about 4th. We almost had 3rd place but just got caught by Matthew Tidmarsh and Alex Richardson at the end there, so that's a bit of a shame, but if we can solve the issue. I think that the exhaust did seem to still be blowing during the race. It was like a temporary fix that we did and didn't quite manage to hold, so if we fix that and find a bit more performance, hopefully we'll be right back up there again, especially at a track like Oulton, which is next up with a bit more downforce based. But yeah, car handled beautifully around the corners and was mega fun to drive. Just a shame we didn't have the straight line performance to actually compete with it in a race, but yeah, we'll go and get it next time. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll manage to get ourselves back on the podium at Oulton Park. But yeah, it's been a fun weekend. We'll see you then.